They are tying up with the ISI. They are taking funding from the ISI. Next, they'll be taking armament and explosives from the ISI, and the war from the jungles will reach India's cities. We can't go on supporting these guys.
No, not at all. Because it has to be weighted. You have to wait how many disclosures are coming out. What is the evidence, solid evidence you have to array against the Maoists? It is a psychological warfare unleashed by the state to divert the killing of the Azad by the police, and there's a peace effort is being made in order to scuttle the peace effort. Now the police has come up with new theory, and then to malign the
you are calling this
force.
You are calling this, Professor Bhadro, a conspiracy theory. Shankar Bidari is with us. It is his team that investigated this case. For all the naysayers and Cassandras, Mr. Bidari, explain to our viewers and Professor Bhadro what is the exact body of evidence. You're saying that there's a tie-up between the ISI, Dawood Ibrahim, Chhota Shakeel and the Naxals. I'm coming back to you, Professor Bhadro. Let Mr. Bidari explain what is the nature of the evidence. Why is he making these claims with so much certainty, Mr. Bidari?
Rahulji, one thing I would like to make it clear, I already made it clear that in this instance the initiative has come from outside India. The initiative is not from Maoists. We should be fair and we should be truthful, because initiative has not come from the Maoists within the country. The initiative has come from our enemies outside the country. They want to destabilize our country and they want to engage the Maoists as tools in their acts to destabilize our country, but the response from the Maoists is not yet known. We have to be, only thing I told is that we have to be constantly alert, and we have to
But what is the evidence that you have, Mr. Bidari, at this time that there was a nexus which was forming? What is the evidence? Because Professor Bhadro and people like him are calling this nationalist propaganda.
See here what has happened. 3 persons belonging to Naxalite groups. 3 persons belonging to Naxalite groups were on their way to Dubai. If we had not exposed this, if we had not arrested these people, they would have gone to Dubai for conference with our enemies outside the country. But one thing I would like to make it clear, the Maoists, whatever may be their grievances, whatever may be their deficiencies, whatever grounds they may be having with against the existing system, we have to accept, and they also will have to accept, that they are waging war against the Indian Union. They are not ready to accept our constitution. There is no point in talking to them. Sense should come on them. Otherwise, we should ensure that they will come to their senses. They have to fight. They have to seek redressal of their grievances and grouses within the framework of the Indian constitution. They cannot make any attempt to overthrow the government established by law. They cannot overthrow the constitution of our country. They have to work, they have to operate, they have to seek redressal within the framework of the constitution. When they do not do so, they have to be treated as enemies of this country, and we have to treat them as persons waging war against this country.
Oh, absolutely.
There should not be any doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely. There can be no doubt about the fact that they are waging war against this country. I want to introduce into this debate Harinder Baveja, who's been speaking to the senior most sources in the Home Ministry, in our intelligence agencies. How concerned are our intelligence salutes about these reports of this deadly terror cocktail that's now forming?
Well, what happened today in Bangalore, Rahul, has only endorsed what the MHA has been looking at and mulling over for the last few months. In fact, 2 months ago, in mid-June, there was an encounter between the Maoists and the security forces in Jharkhand, where several documents were recovered. Now, these documents point to the same kind of trend that the Bangalore Police Commissioner is talking about the Maoists trying to forge ties, not just with foreign countries, including Pakistan, which the Bangalore commissioners talked about, but also forging ties with other insurgent groups within the country, namely the Northeast and Kashmir. So, as Mr. Raman pointed out, very importantly, the Maoists seeking to broaden their geographical spread. And to do that, they are looking for better communication skills and better military training. And the other way to look at the story, which is also very important, is what has the ISI's design on India been in the last few years? I mean, take David Coleman Headley's disclosure, for example. He's told the NIA, and in the presence of the FBI, so this cannot be denied, that after each recce visit to Mumbai, he personally briefed the ISI about what he'd done in Mumbai, and that the ISI, as Mr. G.K. Pillai, the Home Secretary, pointed out, knew about 2611 from beginning to end.
Oh,
I mean, it's not surprising that the ISI is now looking to expand its role in India, and as Mr. Raman pointed out, take the urban fight also into the rural areas with the help of the Maoists. And the Home Ministry has been joining the dots on this for the last several months, because there is intelligence to corroborate the fact that these linkages with foreign forces is very much happening.